This is a presentation by Hannah Vesey on Amber Alerts and the technology that allows them to go to mobile devices in a manner that is quick and geographically relevant. The Amber Alert system was created in memory of Amber Hagerman, a Texas girl who was abducted and then brutally murdered in 1996. In response to this tragedy, a young woman suggested that information about a missing child should be quickly broadcast to the community. By 2005, every state had an Amber Alert program. In addition to being named after Amber Hagerman, AMBER is also an acronym for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response Plan. This is a recent AMBER alert that was issued just last week in Texas. AMBER alerts typically include any information known about the child, abductor, and vehicle. Pictures are often included in the AMBER alerts. This one only has information about the child, because that's all that is known. But from this example, you can see where information about the abductor or a person of interest or a vehicle could go. The AMBER alerts sent to your phone are not text messages, even though they pop up into your notifications like texts do. If you opt in to receive AMBER alerts, they likely appear like one of these, depending on if you use an Apple or Samsung device. AMBER alerts use a special wireless channel called cell broadcast to distribute messages. This channel is not affected by congestion like the voice and SMS text channels can be. In other words, an AMBER alert can be delivered to your phone immediately, even if the text channels in your area are overloaded with traffic, which can happen on holidays. Cell broadcast channel sends information to users based on location instead of individual mobile number. When police want to issue an AMBER alert, they must target a specific geographic area. The alerts are then sent out to all devices using the cell towers in the chosen area. It doesn't matter if the tower is your home tower or if you're roaming, you will receive the alert regardless. For example, if you are from Chicago but visiting Boston, you would receive the alerts for Boston but not for Chicago. This visual shows how it's quicker to use CBC or cell broadcast channel than if the alerts were individually sent out. You can see that CBC sends out alerts based on cell tower usage, while SMS would send alerts to a list of mobile numbers in the geographic area. If SMS was used instead of CBC, then the person visiting Boston from my example earlier would not receive the AMBER alert for Boston because she is not on the pre-made list. This system ensures that the alerts received are geographically relevant to the recipients. Also, this point-to-multipoint or one-to-many system is able to send out all the alerts simultaneously. The SMS system, if used, would send out messages in packages because the recipient group is too large to send out all at once. Those messages would also be subject to backup due to overload that CBC messages are exempt from. Privacy is also protected by CBC because the system only cares about phones using the cell tower and does not keep record of the individual phone number or the specific location of that phone number within the cell tower. It only cares if the cell phone is using that cell tower. AMBER alerts are not the only thing wireless emergency alerts, CBC, are used for. Presidential and emergency alerts about the weather, for example, also use this technology. This technology was also utilized after the Boston bombing to communicate where safe places to go were. This type of technology is the most effective in communicating essential information to a large group of people. There are many ways you can join the efforts of the AMBER Alert program. The first way is by turning on notifications for an AMBER Alert to your mobile device. To do this, go to Settings, then go to Notifications, scroll all the way down. At the bottom, you'll see AMBER Alerts. You just slide it over to turn it on. Now, you'll receive an AMBER Alert anytime you're in the specified geographic location. Another way to get involved is by following the AMBER Alert page on Twitter. Another way is by liking the AMBER Alert page on Facebook. From here, you're able to share AMBER Alerts if they're in your area, so that more people know about this. The purpose of all of this is to build a bigger network of people looking for the missing child in order to give them a better chance of coming home safe.